Hello friends, welcome to Management Study Biz channel. In today's module, we'll discuss about Introduction to Human Resource Management, Goals and Models of Human Resource Management. Introduction. Human Resource Management, that is HRM, is a comprehensive and coherent approach to the employment and development of the people. HRM can be regarded as a philosophy about how people should be managed. HRM involves the application of policies and practices in the fields of organization design and development, employee resourcing, learning and development, performance and reward, and the provision of services that enhance the well-being of the employees. These are based on human resource strategies that are integrated with one another and aligned to the business strategy. Goals of HRM. To support the organization in achieving its objectives by developing and implementing HR strategies that are integrated with the business strategy. To contribute to the development of a high performance culture. To ensure that the organization has the talented, skilled, and engaged people it needs. To create a positive employment relationship between management and employees, and it should have a climate of mutual trust. To encourage the application of an ethical approach to people management. Models of HRM: matching model, Harvard model, contextual model, 5P model, and European model of HRM. Matching model. As per matching model of HRM, HR systems and organization structure should be managed in a way that is congruent with the organizational strategy. So it follows a HR cycle which consists of 4 generic processes or functions that are performed in all the organizations. Those are selection, appraisals, reward, and development. Selection means matching human resources should be available for a job. Appraisal. The expectations of the organization from the employee should be matched to the appraisal system. Rewards. Reward system must be matching with the performance, and it should be kept on mind that business must perform in the present to succeed in the future. That is, short-term performance should match the long-term goal. Development. Development needs of the employee and the training requirements should match the training and development programs offered. Also, capable employees should be trained more and better. Harvard model. It is based upon situational factor and stakeholder interest. Situational factors are not within the organization's control, such as legal, environmental, and trade unions. Stakeholder interests are the factors which are influenced by any person with a vested interest in the organization. The managers can affect the number of factors by means of the policy choices they make. 4 C's of this model are commitment, competence, cost effectiveness, and congruence. Commitment of employees to an organization will lead to better loyalty and improved performance. Competence, that means skills and knowledge of the employee were highly skilled and knowledgeable, and employees should be retained and developed. Cost effectiveness has impact on salaries, benefits, and the reward system. Congruence is the quality of agreement between the employee goals and the organizational goals. Contextual model. The contextual model of HRM emphasizes the importance of environmental factors by including variables such as the influence of social, institutional, and political forces that have been underestimated in other models. The latter, at best, it considered the context as a contingency variable. The contextual approach is broader, integrating the HRM system in the environment in which it is developed. Now next one is 5P model. HR philosophy. A statement of how the organization regards its human resources, the role they play in the overall success of the business, and how they should be treated and managed. HR policies. These provide guidelines for action on people related business issues and for the development of HR programs and practices based on the strategic needs. HR programs. They are shaped by HR policies and consists of coordinated HR efforts intended to initiate and manage organizational change efforts prompted by strategic business needs. HR practices. These are the activities carried out in HR in implementing HR policies and programs. They include resource, learning and development, performance and rewards management, employee relations, and administration. HR processes. These are the formal procedures and methods used to put strategic plans and policies into effect. And the last one is European model of HRM. It was given by Brewster in 1993 and it follows environment, established legal framework, objectives, organizational objectives, social concern, people as a key resource, focus, cost benefits analysis, also about the environment. Relationship with employees, that is both the union and the non-union members. Relationship with the line managers, that is specialist or line liaison. Role of HR specialist, specialist managers, ambiguity, tolerance, flexibility. The main distinction between this model and what Brewster referred to as the prescribed model was that the latter involves deregulation, that is, no legal framework, no trade unions, and a focus only on organizational objectives but not on the social concern. Characteristics of the European model are dialogue between social partners, emphasis on social responsibility, multicultural organizations, participation in decision making, continuous learning. So that's all friends for today. Hope you all liked the video. Please like and subscribe the channel for more latest updates. Thank you friends.